Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's a little bit of a slow day. I'm waiting for some things to set up, and I figured today would be a good day to give you guys a shop tour. So this is going to be the 2023 shop tour, beginning of the year. Things are always changing, so as things change I might do an update every so often, but let's get going. So here it is. This is the 2023 shop layout. Give you guys a quick little overview, and then we'll get a little more in depth. Okay, so first things first, I guess we will talk about this little area here. This is the corner of the shop where I house the dust collector. Got a hose reel here, leaf blower, some car jacks, and air compressor, which I might upgrade as I'm starting to hate how much it actually turns on when I do need to use it, which isn't very often, but it's still annoying. Furthermore, here we go. Got a little dartboard here when I have some friends over and we're drinking and throwing darts, because you know that's how that goes, and that's always fun and safe. Next thing we got here, just got some tracks on the garage door for when it goes up. I 3D printed some holders here so it won't fall when the door is elevated. Above that we have a 8-foot ladder. Just kind of wanted to get it out of the way, and that way I can still access the attic if I need to do anything more installation or run wires. Over here is kind of just a shelf that I have some miscellaneous things, some Harley parts. I got a rear wheel here that I've been waiting till my tire burns out to put that on. Back in here, got my welding helmet, got my panel here. It's just a 60 amp sub panel fed from the inside of the house, which I have monitoring, so I can actually monitor how much the shop is using for power. Helps me with tax time. Just a couple bins that I use for work, oil, used oil, and then I got a couple things here on the go, some little projects, some storage that's going to go back in the work truck. Here just got some paint and some supplies up in here, some shop towels, stuff to do my oil changes on my bike and the car. Same thing in here, just some cleaning supplies, some shop rags. Got my stains down here, caulking, some cleaning stuff, some aerosols, and some paintbrushes. Moving on, we have this is a flip cart which I house my planer, or sorry, my jointer. In behind that I have a grinding wheel. And then beside that, I have my disc sander in behind there. When I need to, I flip this up. Right now I just have some parts sitting on it for some stuff I'm working on, some pre-cuts. The plan for this, eventually, I am going to do a downdraft table on that, so I can use it to collect all the dust when I'm doing some finer sanding on some things. Moving on from there, we have the rigid sander on a flip cart as well with the DeWalt planer underneath there. Just got some storage under there for all the parts when it flips, so it's not flying everywhere. Moving on from there, we have the drill press. Same thing, just a couple drawers, router bits, dowel jig. And here we can see the dust collection for this. I will do a dust collection video shortly on how I did mine. Moving on from there, we got the mini split heat pump outside. Obviously we got it at 22 degrees right now, nice comfortable t-shirt working conditions. Just got a shelf with some parts and some things. And then we got the General International 95-125 M1 bandsaw. And we have the dust collection on the Quick Connect that we went over in the other video. If you want to check that out, I will link it up in this corner or this corner. I don't even know. Moving on from there, we got the beer fridge, obviously. Got a gift of Moosehead. I don't normally drink Moosehead, but gotta have a beer fridge in the shop. That's just ridiculous if you don't, unless you're within walking distance. But moving on from there, we have the French cleat wall that I'm currently still working on. I just wanted to get the clamps up out of the way. So this has been a nice addition because normally they just get stacked right here. Then I can't use the miter saw. So this is very nice to have. As you can see, got lots of clamps. Moving on from there, we got some, this is where I keep all my sanding discs. I got some shelves here. You guys don't really need to see what's in those. It's mostly just woodworking stuff. Up top, same thing. Just some miscellaneous items, some car parts and other things. And then we have the Bosch 12-inch Glide. It's a great saw. Currently working on figuring out the dust collection. I have the Shop Nation dust port here that I'm going to switch out with the bench top and see if that helps the dust collection. Moving on from there, same thing. Got some pull-out drawers here. Keep all my pens and pencils. Keep all my measuring. Some small part storage. Obviously gotta have the radio. And then here is where I keep all of my, half of my Milwaukee tools. These are the ones that I use the most common. The rest are in cupboards. This makes it nice and easy to pull and go. Moving up from here, I got some 3D printed hangers that I might start selling. Got 2 chargers there, lots of batteries. This wall has basically just become lumber storage. I don't know where else to put it, so this is where it goes. I added a safety chain here so that nothing falls on me. Gotta have the shop TV, that is obvious. So that's very nice, especially today we were gonna watch some football. Some Super Bowl Sunday. Or Saturday. What day is it? Saturday. And it's not even the Super Bowl. You know what I mean. Playoffs. Moving on from here. We got I got the Milwaukee top, Husky bottom. Just got some more Milwaukee stuff in here. All that stuff. This is all stuff that I use on the table when I building everything. A little shop heater to supplement the mini split if it gets real cold. And then we will move on to the center table. So this is the table. This is actually as clean as it has been in a long time, so this is a good opportunity. Here at the bottom, just got a pack out there. Got my cross-cut sled. I do have the skill saw with the worm drive. It's been actually a really good saw. I was very surprised for a contractor saw how well and how much power this has. Moving on from there, got the router table built into the bench. This is just a dust to keep the dust out of the motor, and then it draws fresh air in from the bottom, so that has been a nice addition. Got the Craig starter for the router, and then I have up top the Jessam router lift. Got some tracks on the side for the fence, as well as there. Moving on from there, give you a look at the bottom. Here I just got some screw storage, got some pocket hole, regular wood screws, some brad nails, and some other things up in there. Gotta have electrical, so that is ran to all four corners, so I have power wherever I need it. I'm going across here, got some dog holes in the bench. Currently trying to flatten out this Costco butcher block. Gonna turn it into something else because it is a terrible butcher block or cutting board. Cheers, everybody. Moving on from there, got the garage vise, some more electrical. This is kind of got to purge some of this, as we all say. This is all just scraps that, you know, I'm going to use someday. I swear I will. Underneath here, I got the Fiend hooked up for the dust extraction for when I'm using the sander. I'd rather use that than the dust collector. It's a lot quieter. Moving on here, I don't know if you can really see that, but this is a floor sweep that gets hooked up to the quick connect hose here with magnets. This is for the table saw, router table, and the floor sweep. Just gets hooked up like that. And then I had power running on the floor here to the table, but I figured I should get rid of that. Instead, I just ran my electrical up to this 20 amp plug I had up here for the cord reel. Looking up top here, I got another light that I like to use when I'm making some cuts on the table saw. Just got a little fan above the sanding area. Works pretty good. Might build something more with some sides and some better pull of the ventilation. Now I'll give you guys a quick little run through of the dust collector. So obviously you got the barrel, goes up to the Oneida, hits that dust, the filter for all the fine dust, comes up to the blast gate. Got another blast gate here in case I ever wish to do something with this area. From there, it comes up and over to a couple Ys. One Y goes down, feeds the table. Another one comes off of the Y with a 2.5 inch. And then I have the universal dust port on there. And then from there, comes over to this wall, picks up sander, drill press, bandsaw. And then from there, out to the other side of the Y, comes over, goes in behind the sanding discs, and then comes down, and then comes back up. I have a blast gate dust port here. I don't really use this too often unless I'm cleaning this back area. I just push everything in and turn the blast gate open. And then I have this just come up into there. And then we will work on the dust collection for this. Give you guys one more little spin around in the shop. Alright guys, well thanks for coming on the shop tour with me. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed what you saw, and if you guys have any questions or any video suggestions that you want me to touch on. I wish I would have made videos as I was going through building this shop last year or 2 years ago. I just didn't really know which direction I was going to go as far as where everything was going to land. I just figured I would do it on my own. But if you guys do want to see any videos on anything particular on how I did it, I will be willing to take things apart and to rebuild and show, as I did with the 2 flip carts. And again guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also try to check out the Instagram account. It is the same handle as the YouTube, outlaw.woodworking. I very much appreciate all the support, and have a good day. Enjoy the football.